What's happening, y'all? Tuesday, Wake Up Barstool. We are back. We're still celebrating America. Darryn Peterson in Kansas, get it done. Taking down Houston. Third loss in a row for Houston last night. Plus, Nicky has once again dove into the depths of his mind and created a brand new Venn diagram, this time to explain the USA. And it all starts now on Wake Up Barstool. What's happening, y'all? Welcome to Wake Up Barstool. T-Bob Bear. We got Chief, Eddie, Nicky in here today. No Che, no Big Cat, but a ton to get to today. We're also going to do Supreme Debate. I think it's going to be very fun. I'm going to try to defend some of my Chinese robot takes from yesterday that I was shouted down on. I'm feeling good. Back from break. Russ knocked off. Boys, how are we feeling today?
I'm excited to talk about Chinese robots with you.
Yeah. I
Who shot you down?
Yeah, you caught some heat. You caught some flack.
Well, to be fair, yesterday I was a kind of just stumbling, rusty mess as Dave and Brandon just trod all over me.
Does Boss Man like you?
That's I think that's a question that many have likely asked in this seat or in this. I don't know, Nick. I try not to think about it.
Yeah.
I try to just approach every day with a song in my heart and a smile on my face.
He doesn't know who I am, and that's the best place to be.
Yeah, it's not a bad place to be, dude. No, I was just talking about how, there's been a lot of stories lately, and we'll get into a couple of them today, but it's just really insane stuff. Okay, they're the Chinese dancing robots in New Year, right? Mm-hmm. Did you see the Japanese light show or the drone show where they made giant Godzilla and then he was beaming down fireballs?
Oh, we are doing this.
It does seem that it's.
I guess.
We're at a weird time in sports.
Yeah. My only point is, these are all things that when I was a kid, I would have thought were awesome and unbelievable, and yet I've become so defined by my existential dread and fears as an adult that I see it and I'm like, I get cynical about it. Oh, this sucks. This isn't cool. Even talking to your phone. That was my point. If you were a kid, if you could have just said you'd have a watch or phone that you could just ask a question to and it would respond to you and give you the answer, we would have been like, that's pretty awesome.
Amazing.
And yet now it just feels like big tech trying to invade our brains and take control of us.
It's like Back to the Future. Remember when they had FaceTime? And you would have thought FaceTime would have been a bigger deal.
I haven't seen that movie.
You never seen Back to the Future?
I've never seen Back to the Future.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't like watching time travel stuff. Weirds me out.
Yeah, I mean, you immediately get into paradox territory right off the bat. But no, you're right, Eddie. Johnny Quest said the same thing, the old cartoon back in the day where they had FaceTime, and now we have that. Whatever.
And I never use it. If a drone's coming to wipe me out, I'd rather it be looking like Godzilla. I'd feel better going out to that than just a little helicopter.
Speaking of time travel, it felt like time travel on Sunday morning as the U.S. wins gold for the first time in nearly 50 years. Guys, Chief, I got to say you had this one nailed. We asked you for a hockey
Big
preview
brain.
here on WUB. You said this was going to be a defensive battle, very close battle. May have even called for a slight U.S. win. How about it, Chief? The boys got it done.
It's going to be one of my favorite sports moments, I think, ever. So they won the World Cup when I was 10 years old in 1996. That was the last time the United States ever won anything. Canada is a super team. They probably have the 5 best players in the world, but the United States was just such a team, worked their ass off, got the great goaltending. They had a formula. There's a lot of criticism about the roster selection. They built a team to win that one game, and it worked. So it was perfect. It was amazing.
So
And then there was that.
This is crazy.
Yeah. And what's best about this is, as I understand it, maybe you can correct me, but McKinnon is kind of the ultimate representation of the vibe of Canada, which is kind of Ivan Drago-like. I've heard that he is a super strict dieter. In Colorado, he forced the entire roster to throw carbs out of the window, and they're eating chickpea pasta and only drinking water now. And here McKinnon had his moment. And, just failed, Frank.
Yeah, and the moment where McKinnon was given a little stuffed animal was insane. But you're right, McDavid's like that too, where he's just a psycho. They're so serious. They do kind of resemble at least the way that old Soviet Russian team was like in the movie, like, oh, they get shot if they smile. Canada has a little bit of that vibe where it feels like United States, like
you can't frame them as like villains, though.
No, you can't do the hockey team. I think you can.
You can't do it. It's Canada.
Look at their uniforms. Go back to the uniforms.
Because that's the black and the red.
I mean, it's red.
Yeah, that's a crazy design.
It is true villain. They're embracing the villain.
But like when they make the movie about this, they cannot.
No, they're only a villain to us.
Imagine like a villain speech in that accent.
Oh, I'm going to break it.
Yeah. But they are like the Death Star team. Like they're just so perfect, and like they are on paper they are a perfect hockey team, and it is the gap between them and like it's not like the Miracle on Ice. Like we've been to overtime with them a year ago, and then before that. So it's not. It's like the two teams are as close as can be, but they just have the names and the accolades that we just don't. But we found a way to get it done, and it's like almost like we're kind of the villains. Like everybody hates the Tkachuks except for us. Everybody like the Hughes brothers are like they're kind of viewed as soft, but then they like showed up in the biggest moments. Like
not soft anymore.
Right, they both had huge clutch moments. So it played out probably better than anybody would have imagined. Canada was a very heavy favorite going into the tournament. So. We got it done.
Can we talk about how good the product is without so many commercials too?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Because if there's a way we could find out how to do that, and I understand we're on a
How much longer do we have right now?
commercial program. No, I understand that.
This is the eternal push-pull of like being an average person talking about sports on this stage. Like I get it, we're all paid because of advertising.
Correct,
right?
and
but we can also.
I love commercials.
But that's part of the magic of the overtime in the NHL. There's no commercials in overtime. They just let it roll. So there definitely is something to that.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on the Canadian Cope that it was 3-on-3?
They don't have any excuses because they have all the best players. It is the rule. If it were up to me, I would have played it 5-on-5 forever. So if you want to have 3-on-3 in the round robin phase, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want hockey to be decided by what is effectively kind of a gimmick. But those are the rules. We beat them at it. So that's what it is.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's the classic, like, it's hot outside, well, it's hot for them too. Whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody agreed to it. Doesn't diminish U.S. wins in any way. What about this? So, coming up this summer here on WUB, we're going to be talking a ton of World Cup. Mm-hmm. And it seems like with hockey, with soccer, I'm kind of a little tired of these conversations at times where it's like we're always gonna be like, okay, is this gonna spark like the revolution? And like I do think a game like this will have a tail and sign-ups will increase and it'll be really good for hockey overall. But if we wanted to kind of compare the two, what do you think's bigger right now? Is it U.S. soccer or U.S. hockey?
I think if we're as a soccer nation, we're still so far away from being at that elite level that if we went on a run and won it on home soil, it would be probably the biggest story in the world.
Yeah, if we actually won the World Cup.
If we go,
but there's just no expectation.
I mean, the World Cup is a bigger event than the Winter Olympics. I think hockey might still be slightly bigger in the United States, but it's getting closer.
It's hockey for sure, though. Team USA for hockey or for soccer?
Well, maybe not in terms. Definitely in terms of like success, without a doubt. I mean, we suck at soccer. We're perennial disappointment.
And I also think like you probably know Christian Pulisic, right?
Yeah, but to me, Landon Donovan's still the guy.
Right. I know.
That's the guy.
Clint Dempsey.
But those are the guys because they had World Cup success and World Cup moments. Where here it's like, if you're a sports fan, you probably know that Matthew Tkachuk, because he won Stanley Cup last couple of years, because they play in our league domestically, like we know all of them. All of our best players are they're in France and England and Italy, and so it's just like hard to have that same familiarity with soccer that you have with the hockey guys.
Does Team USA value the gold as much as a Stanley Cup?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think everybody, if you got them, they would be like, yeah, we would trade this for.
Really?
I do love, though, that it does mean more than it does in other sports, right? Like Carmelo won 1 million gold medals, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't think it really does much for his kind of winning legacy. But a guy like Austin Matthews, who's been up there in Toronto, right, desperately trying to break through, he now can always be considered like a championship player because of what he did.
Well, and now look at Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
where he's
Yeah.
the best player in the world, he's the best, like most talented guy I think I've ever seen. Lost 2 Stanley Cup Finals to Matthew Tkachuk, and now has lost the gold medal game to Matthew Tkachuk. It's like he's just a loser.
Yeah,
Like, at this
but
point, like
It's also not apples to apples. We're talking NBA. We're talking USA basketball, where they are the supreme.
right,
true.
there is
That's
no
fair.
real
Yeah, that's fair.
competition.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where like Austin Matthews and these guys, they were the dogs, and they came out top.
Yeah, and because there is like that kind of genuine rivalry, there's more parity in hockey. Like Sweden could have won. Slovakia has, or Czech Republic has won a gold medal in our lifetime. So it's anytime the United States loses, it's like a crisis.
Yeah.
Where if Canada loses, like, hey, like they're just better than us on that day. So
What do you think soccer would have to do? How far do they have to make it to be the rough equivalent of a gold medal
Final
in the Winter
Four.
Olympics? Ooh,
Really?
Final Four. Yeah, because we've been to the round of 8.
when
That was
once?
Land-
was that Donovan back in like
Landon
when I was
Donovan,
like
it was-
9 years old?
It was 2002.
Yeah.
It was in South Korea, and that team it was like a miracle run where that's how Landon Donovan became part of like the American public conscience. 'Cause
Yeah, they
he
beat
was
Mexico in the round of 16, didn't they?
and then
Yeah.
they were very close to beating Germany in the quarterfinal. So if we got to the Final Four on home soil, the field is bigger this year. The tournament's going to be a little bit longer. So you would have won 2 knockout stages. That would be, I think that would get everybody's attention, because then you're in there with like France and Brazil and Argentina. Like you're with the true big dogs of the sport. But that's probably not going to happen.
Hey, but we're going to watch it all on
But-
Fox this summer. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. No, I can't wait. I love the World Cup.
I love the World Cup as well. I also just love I love cosplaying as a super fan. You know, for a month or two, just going all in, going to the bars, hopefully get my hand on like a nice U.S. hockey sweater to wear to the games. I can't wait. I'm going to Disney next month as well.
Nice.
I'm going to be in Epcot,
What can you
rolling
wait
through
for
Canada.
to leave Disney?
No, no, I'm going for 7 days. 7 days straight, and we're talking park opening, park closing.
You want to try to get Chip's
These
autograph?
kids got, hey, you laugh. The Chip and Dale line gets pretty long, Nick, okay? My middle daughter is damn near artistic about Chip and Dale. She has like 37 Chip and Dale
She's
pins.
really?
She loves them. She's obsessed. They're great. I think they're very funny guys. But yeah,
talented. They're
I can't wait to rock my U.S. hockey jersey through Canada and Epcot and show all those sons of show them what's up. All right, let's do this. Any other thoughts on hockey before we wrap up?
No, but I do think that you're saying what will it take to get hockey to be more popular. These are the moments that do it. Like
Yeah.
U.S. participation was over 100,000 for the first time, like just 20 years ago. So it's like you had the 1980 moment, you had that World Cup moment in '96, which was like a core memory for me. Inspired a lot of people to play it. You look at the Chicago market, where it was like hockey was kind of dead. It's not really a hockey town. And then Taves and Kane come, and now it's becoming like this hotbed. So moments like this do matter for the long-term growth of sport. I think this will be one of those seminal moments for USA Hockey.
Shout out USA Hockey. How about the Hughes brothers? They were watching it back in 2010. They were from America, living in Canada, little kids. I remember being so sad when Crosby scored that game winner, and now look at what Jack Hughes has done 16 years later. We got Ask Wub, guys. You go on Twitter, hashtag Ask Wub. You can ask anything. We'll answer at the end of the show. And coming up next, it's time to engage in some supreme debate. Don't go anywhere. We got more Wake Up Barstool coming up here on FS1. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool, where we tackle the most serious topics of the day. We like to call it Supreme Debate. Here we go, guys. Who wants to lead us off today? Who feels good about theirs?
Feel good about mine.
Okay, Eddie, go ahead.
Hockey should just be 3-on-3.
Whoa.
Oh, uh-oh. I see Chief crestfallen.
Let's keep the excitement. No need to load the box.
Fast-paced.
Like, yeah, it's just, exactly. Could you imagine Boldy, Carell?
I mean, no, this is the guy who started watching with 10 minutes to go in the third period.
That's not true.
Yeah,
That's not- that's
it
not
is.
true.
Eddie.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
not
He
true.
doesn't care about the sport or
I'm-
America or anything.
I care about
Oh, wait, what made you
excitement.
watch? The 3-on-3?
Yeah, for real, exactly. Like the 3-on-3.
Throw the game.
No, he woke up casually at 9:30. That's
Not
what-
true.
Yeah.
Not true. I thought The 3-on-3 was exciting. I think hockey 3-on-3. Imagine Wild versus the Avalanche in the Western Conference. Kirill.
Can we compromise? Can we compromise?
What? 4-on-4?
No.
Okay.
Kind of like how basketball had 3-on-3 as an Olympic sport this past time. I would be open to that for hockey as a totally separate entity.
Yeah, like the
That could
college
be
kids.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but would you want 7-on-7 football though?
No, but that's a different game. I do think.
That's
Oh my God.
No, but this could be.
same thing.
No. It's not. It's
Yes,
not.
it
Not
is.
at all. Not at all. Football's fine as it is. Football's fine as it is. I really think the hockey product 3-on-3 is good.
No, it is.
It's a good product.
It's a good product, but it's like you're changing something because you don't understand it. You
that's not true.
understand football, you like football, so you don't want to make any changes.
Well, yeah, I'm not
You
a
look at
purist.
hockey a few times a year and be like, well, it'd be more exciting if there were
You're
more
like
breakers.
playing-
Why don't we just have a shootout? Let's just get rid of the game entirely and just have.
That
let's
would
have
be
a
so sick.
Yeah, let's
shootout
talk about
competition.
Yeah,
Let's talk about
great idea, and I agree.
You're like playing Wayne Gretzky 3D hockey and Chiefs playing like NHL 94.
Correct.
Or NHL 0009.
That was a good game.
Those are great games.
Yeah.
Both
NHL
great
hits.
games in their own rights. But no, I mean, dude, I would take.
I'm disgusted
no.
with. I know that was a troll. That was a troll. He's trying to get me angry early in the morning, and it worked.
Well, Eddie, I expect you to be locked in the 28 Olympics because flag football's coming. So, I want you to experience it's a wide open form of the game.
And they're
A
gonna
lot
have
of
NFL
story, a
guys
lot
there,
of
right?
action. They said they wanted to. I can't remember how that story evolved. I know,
If
like
they have
Justin
NFL
Jefferson
guys,
said.
I'm in.
I remember-
I'm not
No,
watching.
that's like a Pro Bowl event. Like,
Yeah.
and that's like a gift to us, a gift of gold.
Now I'll tell you, I did hear that Rajon Rondo might be the quarterback for Team USA. I would be intrigued to watch that.
That would.
I would, hell yeah. The point guard, dude. Let's
Yeah.
go. Nikki, what do you got for a Supreme Debate?
I got a quandary for you boys.
Yeah, hit me.
Would you guys rather get the bronze in cross-country skiing or have a pretty decently big backyard? Fenced in.
Oh, God, this is good.
Because, okay, you display your Olympic medal, that's cool. You have people over. You're not going out in the back because your yard's small, but you have your medal. And they're like, oh, cool. What did you do? Can we see? No, I'd rather you not. Like, which would you rather have? An
Pretty
Olympian
decent.
for life? You could get the tattoo. Would you get the tattoo, Ed?
The Olympic tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would, yeah. Now, pretty good patio situation, deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
A good patio and the fire pit that cracked in half for you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the fenced-in backyard.
You'd have to.
I'm going backyard. I don't want the medal. I don't want to do that sport even once. That sport looks so boring and so hard.
But you're an Olympian for life.
And
But
you're
who
going,
cares?
but you're going against Claybo too.
Yeah,
so
there's
you
no chance.
you don't have a chance at gold in your entire life. It does. It's like I always feel bad for the person that comes in like 7th at the 100-meter. You're the 7th fastest person on the face of the planet. And everybody's gonna see you,
You're a
never remember
bum.
your name, not really
suck.
care. You're
You
not
suck.
that
that's
fast.
that's talking about every sport. When
Yeah.
we say a quarterback isn't good, you're a god.
yeah, that's fair.
KB will defend this till death.
Have you seen the Throw God on TikTok?
Yes.
I have,
Like,
dude. I'm a big fan
That
of
guy,
Throw God.
I'm like, how is this guy not in the Hall of Fame? Like, he has the greatest arm of all time.
Yeah, I'd probably go backyard.
You'd have to go back.
I'm a suburban guy, though, so I don't know. All right, Supreme Debate. I got two. Let's start with Mark Zuckerberg here. Supreme Debate. Mark Zuckerberg should be able to keep you alive after you're dead. Have you heard this about the Lazarus Project that Meta has proposed?
No.
They have created, I don't know if they're ever going to roll it out publicly. I think it might have gotten some bad press here. But for a long time, they were working on this thing where after you die, they have a model that has looked at all your posts and seen your pictures and everything. It takes that all into account, and it continues to post for you after you pass away. And even to the point where it will AI age some pictures of you as if you were getting older.
What is the point of this?
I'm glad you asked, because it is, quote, to maintain community engagement and reduce the severe and permanent emotional impact on followers when a user passes away.
That's what I'm concerned. I'm a mass unfollowing after I die is what I'm concerned.
We can't have the
Not all
engagement.
the sins that I've committed and not atoned for.
Yeah, dude, we can't have the engagement go down, boys. God forbid, dude.
Oh no.
What are we gonna do?
I am curious what it would post for me though.
Is Facebook in trouble? Because that's what this, we're not getting enough new users. We're losing more users to death that we have to keep them alive than we are gaining new users.
Seeing my grandpa like comment on a chick's bikini. Oh man.
Is he doing that now?
Oh, he's already dead.
Oh.
I know.
He died too early, dude. He needed to last a little bit longer.
Yeah, to be able to comment. He
Sure.
would have loved that set.
Whatever, Mark Zuckerberg. Nothing else matters nowadays. I say go ahead.
Are they going to post it under the guise of like people know that you're dead, or are they going to pretend you're alive?
Do you get
I'm
a
not
happy
sure.
death day too?
Yeah, like if I'm dead and like the Bears win the Super Bowl, is it just going to be like an orb of me in the sky, like congratulating the Bears?
Yeah, like,
It's just your Eddie post-game selfie video.
Like what?
Instead of the boiler room, they put like a little heaven background.
Like, is that what we're talking about?
I'm curious to see what it would do to all of us. Like T-Bob, if it makes you start gaining weight, like, this is the path he was on.
He just started getting fatter. And what if I got funnier?
Oh.
That would be depressing. But I guess I'd be dead. I don't know. It is also kind of the step. It's like the first step to kind of the digital consciousness thing too, right? Where we're all gonna upload our brains.
I hope they do find their way to Mars. I know Elon's working on that. I kind of feel like all these tech guys, you want to do that on Mars.
Yeah, just started reading Red Rising. Sick.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, have you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it. Chief, what do you got? Supreme Debate.
I need more fighting in all sports. So that was the only thing that was missing from the USA, Canada, the 4 nations. It was NHL rules. You're allowed to fight. I think you should like a 4-on-4 bobsled fight at the end of a race.
Oh.
That would get me going. So that's the only thing that is kind of missing from all sports. I'd love to see just legalized fighting.
If you had like a biathlon event though, are you allowed to shoot the opponent?
Yes.
No,
Of course.
Yeah.
Make it like modern warfare. That would be the best event.
I don't even think you need more fighting. You just need more shoving. Like at NASCAR when they're all like in a
I
line.
love that. Just waiting by your car.
Right.
Just shoving, piles of shoving.
The NFL
road
needs
rage.
to allow a little more. We've gone too far in the taunting stuff.
Of course.
We got to allow more aggression.
The only reason anyone remembers Cortland Finnegan is because he fought Andre Johnson.
Yeah, that was
years
crazy,
ago.
dude.
Right.
That's the ultimate cornerback, small dog energy,
Yeah.
just psychopath attitude that you got to have. All right. Do we have the video of the Chinese robots, guys? Did y'all see this?
No.
Chinese New Year? Okay. Play this, because I think Chinese robots are cool. We can debate it. This is from the New Year's celebration. Look at how these things move. Y'all have not seen this.
No.
You somehow avoided this during the New Year. These are robots, dude. If you had seen these things last year, they could barely move at all, and now they're doing full choreographed Cirque du Soleil performances.
This doesn't impress me at all.
How, Nikki?
They're programmed to do this. It's not like a feat of like.
Look at the fluidity of movement, Nick. This was miles away when we were kids. This didn't exist. This is Minority
Dude,
Report.
I used to have a little robot dog that would do this.
No, that is no.
Yes, I had a backflipping robot.
I used to love that robot dog as well. Nowhere close.
It is
to
the
what you're
same
seeing
exact
right here.
thing. If they were humans doing it, I'd be like, wow, that took
Well,
a
now
lot
they
of
got
training.
weapons.
Yes, look at him, dude.
Oh, this is a thinly veiled threat.
Yes.
Well, obviously, it's
Okay.
like that's a lot of what China does when they do these massive performances. I feel that on, but like, so these are not cool.
So this is what Dave and Brandon made fun of you for?
Yeah, they didn't see the video though.
All right, well, they deserve to make fun of you. This,
What? Really?
Okay.
Wake me up
cool
when
to
they can
look
run a
at.
slant route.
Okay. I give up.
Can
I
you
give
do
up.
anything better than these robots right now?
No, but
And none of us can.
We're taller than them. They look pretty short. Look, they appear to be child size.
Oh, they're child size. Okay,
They're
that's
just
good.
Tiny little robots. Whatever, dude.
I know they have some giant ones though.
So this is just, we've become so cynical about the advance of technology that nobody thinks that doesn't blow your mind.
It was just like a synchronized. It was impressive because it was synchronized, and that's just because they're robots.
I mean, why is that so much better than the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics?
Yeah.
What?
Mr. Munch.
Look, again, I'm going to go see the new rendition of Big Al's Country Bear Jamboree here in a couple of weeks, and I can't wait.
I almost bought a decommissioned Mr. Munch once, the drummer of the band.
That's
I
the name.
tried to put together a GoFundMe.
That would have been awesome.
I know, man.
Can you imagine that guy here?
Whatever, dude. I think those
sick.
robots are cool. All right, we have one more Supreme Debate from production. What do we got
They're
here,
cool.
guys? Should championship teams go to Club 11 instead of the White House? I've never been to 11.
Nor have I.
Neither have I.
All the
Club Ed has been.
I have.
how is it?
It's awesome.
Big Cat talks about it like it's the greatest place on the face of the earth. Part nightclub, part strip club, I believe.
Yes.
Here's the U.S. team singing the
What does that
national
mean?
anthem.
Part nightclub, part strip
I
club.
don't know.
That just means strip club.
That's what I thought too. I don't
But
know.
it's not really. Like, I don't go there.
Are there people taking their clothes off?
Yes.
Everywhere?
But no, not really. You got to like go get a dance. But I don't go there being like, oh, I'm going to the strip club. You go there and it's like the club with strippers in it.
That's
Yeah.
just
sense.
what to tell your girlfriend.
It's
I'm not at that side.
I guess, but
It's
I
only
swear-
half strip club.
It's the real life version of I read it for the articles.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'm just there for the drinks. They
Oh,
make
I'll
a
never
great
go to that
cocktail.
side. Yeah.
They make a great cocktail.
That has to be more fun than the White House.
100%. Because now they're going to have to get sober and buttoned up and fly on a military plane, I guess, to go to the White House. So.
I got to go to the White House though for a national championship. It was pretty badass.
Was it cool?
It
Do
was
you get,
pretty
like,
cool, dude.
Some access you wouldn't typically
Yeah, you got to go on a little tour through there. You get to go on all these tours through the monuments. You get to meet the president. I think I was chomping on some gum, which I got a lot of flack for. But
Who was in office when you won?
Bush,
Okay.
G-Dub.
How jealous are you that you didn't get the fast food mukbang?
We did not. Yeah, there was no McDonald's. I don't think we got fed at all, maybe. But it was one of the cooler experiences.
Was that
I would say it was better than Club 11 as well. Even though I'd like to go to 11, sure. But no, yeah, I like the White House.
was that
Were
kind
there
of a
naked chicks at the White House?
No, there were no naked chicks.
Okay.
wrong administration?
But like the guys,
Yeah, one away.
It's like Modern Warfare 2 was big at the time, and so we were all like, "Whoa, is that a P90?"
Okay.
It was kind of cool seeing all those guns in real life.
Did everybody have the same reaction as you on your team?
With the White House?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think we had a great time.
Okay.
This was maybe before we all started defining everything in our lives by politics, and everybody became. Again, algorithms and whatnot became completely insane. But yeah, it was awesome, dude. It was a great time.
Dude, I'm just thinking of 7-on-7 football, JSN, just cooking some Czechoslovakian.
Oh my! I would.
Sorry.
I mean,
For national pride alone.
Yeah, dude.
all right, coming up next, guys, we got more Wake Up Barstool. Again, Ask Wub on Twitter if you want to get your questions in. Time to talk some college hoops next. Kansas and Darryn Peterson taking care of Houston. Doug Reiter will break it down next here on FS1. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. Okay, Kansas last night taking care of business, beating Houston 69-56 at the Fog, dominating them. All Kansas does is win on Big Monday. I looked it up. This actually shocked me. So they're 41-0 on Big Monday under Self.
Wow.
That's pretty shocking. They're 52-1 all time. How about this? Kansas has not lost back-to-back games since the 1988-89 season. Wow. I was born in 89. So my entire life, we have never seen the Kansas Jayhawks lose back-to-back games. That in and of itself, that's incredible. But the story with the Jayhawks this year is Darryn Peterson. How caught up are you all in the Peterson saga?
Pretty caught up.
So we all know kind of the elements at play, right? He's supposed to be the number one pick of the draft. You watch him. He's clearly the best player on the court.
Yep.
Like, to be 19 years old, he already looks like he's in his, like, physical prime, like, late 20s. He can shoot. He's long. He can handle. But he doesn't play. At least not generally. So what would you do if you were the Jayhawks in Kansas right now? How would you handle Peterson the rest of this season?
Listen, I watched their game on Saturday against Cincinnati, and I was supremely disappointed in the whole Jayhawks team in general. They looked lifeless. They went down 6, and they looked like they, quite frankly, just wanted to go home and just call it quits. Then they come back and they play how they did yesterday against Houston, and I think I'm just going to chalk them up. It's just not just a Peterson problem. They're a maddening team in general.
Yeah.
But I do think Peterson maybe is getting a little bit too much criticism, right? Like, at the end of the day, let's get to March.
That's the only thing that matters.
Right, exactly. How much does these Big 12 games that are going to be a tug of war, push and pull, you're going to win some, of course you're going to improve your seating and whatnot, but granted, all that matters is March, right?
That's when
Yes.
he's going to write his legend. It's
yeah.
like Jack Hughes.
It's turning into the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
I don't
load
like
man.
that, for sure. You're 18. I don't
An
think.
18-year-old doing load management.
Yes, I don't
Well,
think that's
and you're
necessary.
playing
I wasn't when I
2
was.
games a week.
Yeah.
You know? It's not like, and it's like you don't really have to go to class. Like, you don't have to do anything.
That's all you have to do.
right.
And I think it's also a proponent of, He's maybe not the best body language guy.
No.
His body language.
Bad BBL.
I hate the body language.
Do you?
You can't read into that.
Yes, when he's away from the play and someone else takes a shot and he just like shrugs his shoulders and throws his arms up, even if it goes in. It's just like, I'm in the game now. I've decided to play today. Give me the ball every single time. It drives, like, he is an infuriating guy.
He doesn't play a lot of defense either. Like, guys will be blown by him. He'll be chilling a little bit.
On the flip side, it would be, like, for our job, freeing to be able to check ourselves out of a podcast after, like, a good joke. All right, I've done enough.
Yeah.
You just got to be, like, the funniest person on the planet. Like, that's because that's how he gets away with it.
All right, there's my one. I'm out.
I think that Darryn Peterson right now, he describes himself as antisocial, and that he's always been a loner. He's always been antisocial. I think he's suffering from a bit of hot person's disease, where you know how when you see maybe a very attractive male or a very attractive female, and
That's what I would have started with.
they appear to be a little standoffish, and maybe they're a little socially awkward, but because they're so hot, you assume they're just stuck up.
Yeah.
Right? But no, they might be just as like insecure as the rest of us. And like Darryn Peterson, he is hot. And he's awesome at basketball. He's the best player in the entire country. But his personality is not like very gregarious. He's just as insecure as the rest of us.
What happens with Mark Titus here?
He's not unlike Titus.
Yeah.
I always think that the super hot people just never had to develop a personality. Ooh. So they're just born hot. So things are easy.
That could be that. Okay, so that could be the burden that Darryn Peterson carries with him every day. I think yesterday we went too far with Dave and Brandon saying that they would have no problem if Kansas kicked Peterson off the team or said, you know what, you're fine, go get ready for the NBA. We're going to roll with the guys we got. When he is on, like, you have to try to make this work. You do what you can. The teams learn to play without him when they have to. He still can take over a game if he has to. Like, maybe you just prepare yourself to get 20 minutes. He's played 30 in back-to-back games. But maybe you just prepare to get what you can in 20 and then let the team do the rest.
How much money is he making this year?
I don't know the exact number. If I had to guess, knowing football numbers and whatnot, I would think it would have to be at least in the $4 to $5 million range.
Yeah, seven-figure guy for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely multiple millions.
Yeah.
There's no way you're getting him for less than that.
Yeah, I mean, I think their whole starting five was in double figures yesterday. And I honestly, maybe there's a Houston conversation here too. They've lost back-to-back games.
Lost 3 in a row, actually, now. All the top 15 opponents. But, they appear to be sliding a bit here, Houston does. But again, that's a team that's so proven in the tournament that you're not going to overly kind of react or panic at this point.
Yeah, but they just have a hard time getting it going when they need to.
Yeah.
You know, like it just feels like, all right, it's time to turn it up a gear a bit, and they seem like they're not able to kick it in that gear.
If let's say the Bulls got the number 1 overall pick,
yeah,
would you want Darryn Peterson?
Oh God,
He's fresh legs.
Fresh legs.
No, I can't do it. I don't know if I could do it at this point.
Because of the body language?
Yeah. I think. I don't know. I'm just so battered by not getting a guy who I know is going to go out there and be
a dog,
an absolute dog.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but granted, like he could just be conserving, and then it's going to flip the switch at some point. But I still have a problem with that.
How many times has that happened?
Yeah.
Where it's like, I kind of feel like that's one of those things. Either you're that way or you're not.
It would be a different story if he wasn't making millions already.
Yeah.
Saving my body so I can make money.
And it's hard because we're having this conversation about a guy who has been in the limelight for a couple months.
Yeah.
Like this guy's story is not, the first chapter is not even done.
Maybe you draft him and then you trade him before you give him the Supermax.
Yeah, exactly.
Cash out at the right time.
Yeah.
It's one of those deals where, though, it's like, woe be unto you if you pass up, because you think that, I can't bet on this guy.
He was shrugging his shoulders.
Yeah,
I don't want him.
And then you draft like the high motor guy, or you go draft a Boozer, and Boozer's probably going to be awesome as well. Yeah. But like, what if Peterson just has that? What if he's the guy type of talent?
The preseason conversation around him was like, oh, he's Kobe. He's the next Kobe. And then you watch him, you're like, that's not Kobe. Like he's missing.
Not attitude-wise, but
right? But that's what made Kobe Kobe.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Does this do anything for you? He seemed to take issue with Kelvin Sampson saying that, quote, Kansas is one of those teams that you never know, but they're pretty good. Like in his post game, he rarely talks to media. He finally talked to media last night, and he seemed to be like, what does he mean you never know? Which, I mean, obviously, Darren, I think we know what he means there. I don't know. I think we've gone too far the other way. I'm buying Peterson stock. I think he's going to make a statement in March.
Are you buying Kansas stock, though?
I mean, for me to give advice on college basketball stock tips would be like Dave trading crypto. Probably just pretty fraught. Like I should just be upfront. I don't know. Do whatever. But yeah, sure. I mean, look, Bill Self has proven, like we said, in terms of like consistency, not letting one loss turn into another. Like we've seen how good they can be. I mean, they knocked off, was Arizona #1 when they knocked him off in the fog a couple weeks back. Like, yeah, that's a Kansas City. If you're telling me that they did that without Darryn Peterson, and then if they can manage to get Peterson to lock in at the right time, they're absolutely as dangerous as anybody in the entire country.
Yeah, I'm just so conflicted on them. I was really, really disappointed Saturday. It just read to me a team that's going to go, first or second round. As soon as a team goes up by like 8 or something, they're just going to kind of tuck their tail.
They're going to beat a 13 seed by 30 and then lose the next round.
That's what it just has that written all over it to me, I think. But then they go around and then they do what they did to Houston yesterday. So who knows, man?
All right. Well, coming up next here at Wake Up Barstool again, guys, get your questions in. #AskWub. It seems like suits are back in the conversation with the NBA, but the bigger NBA conversation right now has to do with tanking, something that unfortunately far too many of us are familiar with. Breakdown next here on Wub. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool, guys. Time to talk some NBA. So Adam Silver had a meeting with some front office executives the other day, and it appears that the NBA is taking aim at tanking. And we can get into the potential proposals because they're interesting. It's tough to see maybe what the best solution would be. But I think maybe the biggest takeaway here is reportedly Silver's pretty pissed. And there seems to be a disconnect between front offices, Adam Silver. Silver saying that, look, you're putting the coaches in a tough spot, right? Like these coaches don't want to lose the games. And the GMs, they're saying, no, they do. He's like, Silver said, no. It's bad for the fans. It's bad for the product. Before we get into the potential fixes, how do y'all feel about Silver starting to take a harder tack against tanking?
It's about time.
Yeah.
It's about time. Like, Adam Silver came in, and obviously he had a great first impression. He did the right thing with Donald Sterling. But since then, it's just gotten out of control. It's gotten out of control. He needs to lay down the law. He needs to fix it.
But this is like, as a Bulls fan, it's like we're doing this now. This looks like it was written by Jerry Reinsdorf. Oh, you're in the play-in, you're still in the lottery. Oh, it's over a couple of years. The protections, the freezes at the deadline. Like, he never wants to tank. He wants to middle the whole time. And then, so it's like now he has the best of both worlds. So finally the Bulls decide to tank, and now these rules are coming out.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't even tank right because...
Well, because they can't even, they can't do anything
exactly.
right.
Nick, I want to throw it to you for a potential solution here because I think you came up with, on one of the Supreme Debates, the best tanking solution I've ever heard for the NFL.
So mine wasn't really a tanking solution. It was just for more entertaining games down the stretch.
Yeah.
You don't really tank in the NFL. I guess you could.
Well, I mean, the Raiders definitely, they definitely put that to the test this year where they're like, you know what, Max, you're good. You don't need to.
That is true.
You don't need to play anymore.
It's a little bit tougher to tank in the NFL. Yeah, I guess you could pivot it over to have like a win threshold.
So, yeah, that's what, if people don't remember, Nick said to get the first pick, what was it? You at least have to win 4 games,
in the NFL,
5 games.
Yes.
Like whatever you want the threshold to be. So then all of a sudden, if you have a late season matchup and you're one of those bad teams on the cusp, like you have to try and win that game.
What percentage of the NBA games are watchable at this point right now, at this point in the season?
They're struggling, man. The product is struggling to garner the national attention, and it's partially because a lot of teams are checked out. It's partially because maybe players aren't playing as much. Maybe the only solution on here that I feel like gets to accomplishing your proposal, Nick, would be to flatten the odds, where there's no great advantage to being the absolute worst team in the NBA or being the 10th worst, let's say.
Have you seen the proposals where it's like, all right, there's a date, could be the trade deadline or whatever, but every win you get as a lottery team after that date increases your odds. So your team is incentivized to compete and play better because it helps your draft lottery. Now, I don't think that matters to the players on the actual team. Like, what do we care about getting? We're just going to draft a guy who's going to take my job.
Yeah.
But like that would be something where it's like that might be a worthwhile experiment to try.
Anything to incentivize wins, but even that feels a little obtuse or a little like hard to understand. There's something very simple about like, here's the cutoff for the lottery. If you're in here, it's flat odds to try to make it. So you still try to, but then I guess you're just trying to win as much.
It's almost easier to make.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you like the top 4 pick rule? If you get a top 4 pick, you can't get one in the next year.
Ooh.
Yeah, because there's nothing more miserable than an extended process like that. But then what happens when you're like Pelicans and you're not trying to tank and you just suck every single year?
But they're kind of playing it both ways. If your lottery odds are based on 2-year records.
Yeah, no, and then also there are teams who just completely get dismantled at like when LeBron left Cleveland.
Yeah,
like and they're not going to get a top 4 pick that year. That's crazy.
Do you guys like the in-season tournament?
I started to.
Okay. What if you did like an NIT, where it's like you have the playoffs and then everyone else who doesn't make it, they're in like a separate tournament and like there's some sort of lottery component tied to like the losers bracket.
That would be fun. Like make them worth watching. These games.
It's almost like everybody's trying to capture the spirit of relegation, but without being relegated. How can you find some way to make the least interesting teams in the NBA interesting? I don't know. Again, I think it's a very hard problem to solve. I think the bigger takeaway is that finally Silver's pissed about it.
Yeah. You find the Jazz, which rightfully so.
Yeah.
I mean, just pulling those guys in the fourth quarter is crazy. So it's just about time. I just wonder if it's too little, too late. So
we'll see. I'll be interested. It feels like college basketball is starting to gain steam right now while the NBA is losing it, but we'll find out. Hey, what if the coaches had suits on? Would you watch that?
Change everything.
I mean,
God. Designer?
That seems to be the debate that has entered the space because Pat Riley got a statue revealed by the LA Lakers. Beautiful statue, right? In a world where we have the Cristiano Ronaldo bust, the Dwayne Wade statue, my all-time favorite, the Sean Taylor Wires project. This is a great statue. He's in an Armani suit. He looks fantastic. But this has now started people saying that the NBA coaches should wear suits again.
Why not? I guess.
I'm kind of with you. I'm going to exercise my right not to care about this one.
I think Riley's the worst comparison, though, because part of what Pat Riley wasn't the suit, it was the hair.
Yeah.
You know?
Everything about him.
It's everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the suit. Other guys have worn suits, and they haven't been as cool as Pat.
How do they know it's an Armani suit? Do they have, like, the tag sticking out?
I have no idea. I read that.
Okay.
Great question.
Yeah.
I did see that, too.
That's Pat Riley's like calling card is wearing fine Armani suits, which again goes back with a slicked hair. To y'all's point, I don't think it's. I mean, I don't care. This feels like when in a simpler time when everybody was yelling about Obama's brown suit.
Right.
It is nice. Like Jay Wright always looks sharp.
Yeah.
Like there is a coolness aspect to it, but
we should follow the baseball method. Every coach should be in uniform. Whatever the sport is, just be in uniform.
Could you imagine Andy Reid in a Chiefs uniform on the sideline?
It would be so funny.
He would look so badass with big shoulder pads on, calling plays.
Go play some 3 technique if you need it.
Shout out Andy Reid in the punt, pass, and kick competition. Still one of the
great video.
Best internet videos of all time.
That's the biggest a boy's ever been.
He's the biggest
That's
boy
the biggest
of all
of
time.
boys that's ever existed.
All right, guys. Ask Wub on Twitter. We'll get your questions at the end of the show. But coming up next, we got Nikki's USA Venn diagram. He's going to explain American moments in history. We got another Venn diagram. Don't go anywhere. More Wub here on FS1. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1, guys. Fun Tuesday show here, and it's about to be a lot more fun because Nick, our best mind here at the company, has once again, after the huge gold medal moment where, a seminal moment in American sports history. Nick, you've created a brand new Venn diagram.
Yeah, it was cool watching the U.S. win gold in hockey and saying, this is history. This is American history I'm watching. And I was curious where it lied in U.S. history. So I compiled another Venn diagram, compiling all the big pivotal moments in U.S. history and how they relate to one another.
Okay, okay, let's see where this goes then.
Sure, of course. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Is it behind me right now?
It is behind you. It's on a giant screen behind you. I think we'll probably get it put up on the screen in a minute as well. We're going to start with down goes Arizona.
Yeah, I had to squeeze some Steelers in there. But that toe tap catch, if you had to show one football game to somebody to get them into football, I think that's the one. That catch right there in the end zone. And then it just kind of branches off from there.
Okay, so then we have the USS Arizona. That's Pearl Harbor?
That is Pearl Harbor,
okay.
Yes.
So then we enter surprise from Japan.
Yeah, the Shohei coming in, that is a pivotal moment in baseball history.
Taking over the game.
And that's with Dodgers, with Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier and W dodging that shoe.
Okay, so not a draft dodger here. Instead, we get to George W. Speaking of, and now we arrive at oil.
That goes to oil, the Alaska Purchase. What a bargain that was.
Steal.
Chief, you're a history guy. I was so glad.
Yeah.
My goodness, so much land. And once it starts to melt up there, it's going to be... That's
prime real estate.
That's going to go down better than the Louisiana Purchase, in my opinion.
Whoa, hey, relax.
I forgot who I was talking to. But then, we have oil, and then we have I Don't Want to Listen to Your Music, and that's Diddy and Helen Keller. Going great lengths to learn signs, stallions. We keep working.
What else is Diddy? Yeah, what is this one?
Diddy's with oil, I Don't Want to Listen to Your Music, all about the Benjamins, and that's Franklin. Flying the Kite with Electricity. Be careful flying that thing. That's him and the Wright brothers. Amelia Earhart. And
now, what's the sports moment in Legendary Brothers there?
That's Jesse Owens.
Hell yeah.
That's a legendary brother.
That brings
of course,
us
right back to Jack. They are the epicenter of U.S. history on this chart. They
Franklin, Wright brothers, Jesse Owens, Hughes brothers.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, that's right. Career ended soaked. That's Amelia Earhart, Phelps, Jerry.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Dangerous Swimmers. We have Magic Johnson. The 1998 Hell in a Cell. Those are deadly cells. A surprise retirement. Lou Gehrig. There's On Ice. That should be in quotes, but yeah. So, just like a quick walk through U.S. history. Fat Man and Little Boy, Manhattan Project, and Fogel. Yeah.
This is, again...
I have no notes.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, you're the history buff.
Yeah.
I don't think I left anything out. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just... There's Burr and Burr, little vice presidential Gore.
Bills... what is that?
That's the Bill of Rights.
Oh, it's the Bill of Rights.
Bill of Rights.
What do the Bill of Rights and O.J. Simpson have in common?
Bills.
Oh, duh. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah. And then a milkman running. So then, there we go.
Have a better understanding of both U.S. history and sports history now.
Yeah, man.
Excellent job. We'll release that later. Everybody go look. You can break it down. How long do those take you to put together, Nick?
Pretty long. Pretty long.
Well, you nailed it all.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do, and it's like a puzzle. So,
that's such a comprehensive guide. Sports.
It's all you need.
History classes should be teaching this.
It's all you need.
Yeah.
It's very understandable. I feel like that if I kind of learn and map out history in my own life, be like, I know where I was this age when this sporting event was going on. When did we go to that party? Well, it was March Madness. So if you can just relate everything back to sports, I think people will understand history a lot better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's all my where were you moments are pretty much what was happening with the
in the calendar.
Yeah.
What's your favorite where are you moment your entire life, do you think? Sports-wise?
Not my favorite, but the one I remember the most. Well, no, I don't want to say. First time I had turtle soup was 9/11/01.
What do you
At Coleman's
mean?
Fish, huh?
So how old were you eating
I was
this
in
turtle soup?
first grade at Coleman's Fish in Wheeling, West Virginia. Was having turtle soup. My grandma was craving it.
Stupid question. Is turtle soup what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Is it just a soup with
It's
turtle
soup with
meat?
turtle
It's not
meat.
like the little delicious
No,
Christmas
soup with
snacks
turtle
that are-
meat.
No, turtle soup's delicious.
Turtle soup's good, but that's the first and last time I had it. I'm afraid to have it again.
Yeah, bad correlation there. You might have caused. You're the actual. What was the old?
If something horrible happens in the U.S., I had turtle soup. I tried it again.
Man.
All right, we're gonna do an Ask Wub real quick, then we'll get to some NFL talk. What do we got here, guys? Throw it up on the screen. Hashtag Ask Wub. You can ask on Twitter. We'll answer him. This comes from our guy Derek. Would you rather have the tourney Tage Thompson had, power play goals, timely score, and limited ice time, or Werenski had consistent ice time but overlooked because he wasn't on the score sheet much? Both aren't getting the credit they deserve. Oh, Chief, take it away here, dude.
I think I'd rather be the better player, which is Zach Werenski, and he did have the assist on Jack Hughes' game-winning goal, so he was on the score sheet. I don't know why you wouldn't just be like, I'll be the guy that's awesome. I think he got plenty of accolades.
I mean, if I could score an Olympic goal and be named Tage Thompson, I'm taking
but
that.
it was
That's a
against-
Marvel name.
wasn't his goal against like Latvia? Who cares?
You couldn't score against Latvia.
I don't know that. You don't
you
know
might
that.
be able to. Yeah, you're not bad.
He scored from like this far away. Tage Thompson's awesome, but like Zach Werenski, if you're the number one, probably the number one defenseman or number two defenseman on Team USA that wins a gold medal, and you're involved in the game-winning play, give me that.
Is
scenario.
Tage short for something?
I don't know.
Tajan.
Is it short? Yeah, I just dropped the N. Tajan was a mouthful.
Couldn't do that. Couldn't do
This boy needs a nickname.
Yeah. What can we call him?
All right, what do we got next? We got another Ask Wub question here, guys. Let's see what we got. Hashtag Ask Wub on Twitter. This comes from Mark Zarberger. Help us settle Mr. Beef, JP Graziano's, or Al's? What is this?
Al's beef.
Yeah, I mean, those are all very different players. Well, besides Mr. Beef and Al's. I guess JP Graziano does sell it.
Wait, so help people out here. So this is about who makes the best beef sandwich?
I
here?
think so. but
JP's doesn't really do it.
They do at night, but it's more so, which I've heard is very good. It's more so a cold cut shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that's a tough question. So I'd go beef versus beef. Al's versus Mr. Beef. They're both. I mean, Mr. Beef is obviously more famous now, but the original Al's.
Yeah, I would go Al's.
I like the original Al's.
Where's Al's?
Al's on Taylor Street.
Yeah.
So if I want the best beef, I've had like one beef in my life. I want the best beef, that's where I should go?
It's
probably
one of them, but
Johnny's.
I'd still say Johnny's in Elmwood Park is the best.
Johnny's and Al's are my top two.
Yeah, Al's is good. Mr. Beef's good though too. Not taking anything away from them.
Boys, so looking in the NFL realm, the combine's about to go down. You know, I'm excited for all that. We get to watch like stupid athletes do incredible things. That's always super fun. But in some free agent news, Carson, in some free agent news, Malik Willis named the #1 free agent in the NFL. Dude.
That was crazy.
Are
Over
we-
George Pickens?
Are we chasing the Sam Darnold ghost here?
I mean, listen, he played well in limited time. He played
Yeah.
well when he stepped in. It's the most valuable position. Everyone's kind of looking for that bridge guy. What are the teams that are looking for a bridge guy? And is he really the answer? I don't
Cardinals,
think so. Yeah,
Jets,
Steelers.
Yeah.
Steelers.
Do you view him as the answer?
I mean, it's worth the gamble, right?
For sure.
Steelers are maybe interesting because they're actually good. Because that's the thing about the Seahawks, right? The Seahawks were already good.
Are the Steelers good?
Yeah. Look, the Seahawks were 10-7 with Geno Smith, and then they get Sam Darnold, right? I'm not saying the Steelers are on that level, but the Steelers are competent, right? They're not the Jets or the Cardinals. Like, I don't know if Malik Willis is the guy to completely change the fortunes of a franchise, but if we're just doing the Seahawks blueprint, and you're a team that's okay, but maybe feels like you're a dynamic quarterback away, like the Steelers, Malik Willis would be really interesting.
Yeah, but guys, I mean, we talk about the Darnold blueprint. The Darnold blueprint started with the Vikings. So you're talking like not Super Bowl wise, right? So he's got to have another good year before that. You know what I'm saying?
He was a starter on a he won 14 games.
Yeah, exactly.
Malik
Okay.
Willis, it's the most Jets quarterback, Jets overspend I've ever seen.
And it will, and see, I would hate that because I don't feel like Malik Willis would actually be able to prove that maybe he's a good player now. Nobody can overcome the burden of being the New York Jets quarterback. Like, I can't judge anybody for that. Okay, but then,
How much money would it take over your second best offer to go be the Jets starting quarterback?
Double.
Double?
Because you think about it, like, your career is effectively over. Right?
Yeah, right.
So this is your last payday.
So the Jets offer you 40, the Steelers offer you 30. Where are you going?
I think you go to the Steelers.
You'd have to go to
$30 million
Pittsburgh,
in Pittsburgh is $500 million in New York.
The other thing about it is it doesn't have to be Malik Willis, because you're like, well, Sam Darnold had the Minnesota year. Okay, but this could be his Minnesota year, right? Like maybe you overcommit to him a bit early,
yeah.
but like this could be, because he's gone through a similar thing where a highly drafted, looked like kind of flamed out, bad franchise, and then the same way that Darnold went and trained under Shanahan, Malik's trained under LaFleur. And as you said, now maybe doesn't have the physical skill set of a Darnold, but he's learned a lot, and he did look good in limited time. So again, if you're one of those middle of the road teams, a team that's closer, a la the Steelers, I would definitely take a big shot on Willis.
I'm blanking on his name, but who was the guy who was Rodgers' backup who went to Seattle and then Russell Wilson took his job?
Matt Flynn, that's my boy, dude.
This is more of a Matt Flynn situation than a Sam Darnold
Yeah, one
situation.
great game. Matt Flynn had 6 touchdown passes in a game.
It was like weeks.
Against the Lions, dude.
Yeah.
He dominated.
Yeah.
Shout out my guy, Matt Flynn, LSU great.
LSU guy, yeah.
He ended up replacing me on my old radio show after I left. What about Daniel Jones? The Colts are reportedly working on an extended, long-term, multi-year extension for Daniel Jones.
That's your guy.
I know.
He looked great.
He looked great, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I think the Colts, I think it's right for them to do this. Like they fell apart, but when they were at their best, they looked like a team that was capable of, whatever, you can say win as you roll, not win as you roll. They looked like they were one of the best teams in the NFL.
They were definitely a contender, and it wasn't just the court. They had injuries everywhere. But
Yeah.
They're a well-built team.
Yeah.
The Colts should always have a dorky quarterback. Yeah. No matter what, the Colts should have a dork of a quarterback.
Have they ever had a cool quarterback?
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson. He was cool for that one throw.
He was cool, but I don't know if you could say quarterback.
Would you rather have Richardson or Malik next year? Who would you rather roll the dice on?
Oh, Malik.
Oh, Malik for sure.
Well, he's obviously shown more last year, but
You're going to have to pay Malik.
yeah, exactly. He's
I thought Anthony Richardson was terrible in college too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I feel like we already knew what he was, and he went to the combine, and everyone's like, maybe.
Well, you had to take a shot on him. I mean, he's such a freak that those are the guys you take flyers on. I understand them going for it, but no, I feel like it all comes down to health with Daniel Jones. Where is he at post Achilles?
You know how I want to see another shot?
Who?
Levis.
I do too.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
I want to see Will Levis get another shot.
You
I
miss the
really
memes?
do. Not even that. I feel like if you watch Will Levis, it was like 1 or 2 plays a game that he would make that were just absolutely catastrophic.
Yeah.
Can we get him not to do that? And I honestly
And
think
that
he could be
was
decent.
such a bad team.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. They had the number 1 pick after that year. So it's not like, I agree. I don't think we've seen what he can be.
Yeah. I was going to say something crazy.
Say something
Say
crazy.
it.
I mean, he needs the opportunity. This is crazy. This is crazy. But could he still be the best quarterback from that draft class?
Will Levis.
Who else?
That was the CJ Bryce here.
CJ. Wait.
Stroud.
Oh.
Bryce Young.
I'm just saying, if you had a couple extra bucks
Wait, no. Yeah, no.
to throw some money into a stock that's probably
I don't
trading
think
for pennies.
it's not impossible.
Stroud's cratered, but Bryce is pretty good.
Bryce
He's
is pretty
okay.
good. Like,
Who is the number 1 from that draft now? Is it Bryce?
I think it's Bryce Young now, yeah, if we're just going to be like prisoner of the moment.
Yeah, I think like I said, it's not a bad idea to throw some in the penny stock.
To your point, the bar to hurdle for being the best quarterback in that class is a relatively low one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A lot of it's going the wrong direction, especially CJ. Like CJ Stroud may be the most fascinating player in the NFL next year in terms of how does he respond to the absolute faceplant that he had against the Patriots in the playoffs. He's still chasing that year 1 dragon.
Bring him in, Buffalo. Get Will Levis. Buffalo learn under Josh Allen. That's the reclamation project.
All right, coming up next, guys, let's talk some Chicago Bears as they're once again in the news. Are they on the move to Hammond? Will they remain in Illinois? Plus, remember, we got your Ask Wub questions. Hashtag Ask Wub on Twitter. We'll get to it next. Here it is. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. Wait, so Nick, you said the Penguins are giving away Mr. Rogers cardigans?
With the Penguins logo on the chest, the yellow cardigan. I think it's the best sports giveaway that maybe I'm biased, but I think that might be the best that's ever been given away.
I like that.
Did you see the Nolan Ryan bloody jerseys that the Rangers are going to do this season?
No.
Yeah, it's recreated with like the blood from, maybe, some legendary Nolan Ryan performance. That was pretty sick. I
Paul
think
Bissonnette had bobble fists, right? For the Wheeling Nailers. Like, they had a bobble fist tonight.
I think Mr. Rogers was maybe like my first ASMR experience as a child.
Bob Ross probably too. For
Yeah.
me.
Oh yeah, when he's just sitting there coaxing you with this wonderfully soothing voice. It's something about Mr. Rogers, his meticulous nature. When he would sit down and
He was
tie
OCD,
his
I'd
shoe.
imagine.
Yes, yeah, it had to be. He would sit down and tie his shoe and put on his loafers, and he would take off his nice jacket and put in it was fantastic. It's a
Good
really
man.
good documentary, actually. Right, he is, right?
Good man, yeah.
He hasn't gotten caught up in anything.
Well, he's dead.
Dead.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying, but there's no like...
That would shatter my whole worldview.
I don't think there's any Mr. Rogers deniers. I think he was a genuinely good person. Shout out Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, the cardigan giveaway night will be incredible.
I got one more question on robots, and I know, guys. I'm sorry. Just because I want to ask you real quick, because okay, dancing robots, y'all weren't impressed, but those things with how they can move now, they're probably pretty close to being able to help us around the house, right? Like a consumer robot. What would you most want to be able to pass off to your robot and you never have to worry about again?
I hate folding laundry.
Yeah, I do too, dude.
Yep.
I spend 3 hours every single Sunday putting away all my kids' stuff.
It never ends.
It's the absolute worst,
It never
dude.
ends.
Yeah.
5 human beings just create a mountain during the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting the sheet on would be nice.
Okay.
So I don't want to.
See, so you boys are coming around now. Because when those get made, Big Cat's going to buy one for the office.
Yeah, I think the answer is cooking.
Yeah.
Cooking.
Oh, I love to cook, though, dude.
Do ya?
Yes, hell yeah. Dude.
Why?
There'd be days where you would like to use it when you don't want to cook.
That's fair. I would. Do you think will they start competing in the combines with us here? What if you never had to do a combine at Barstool again, Chief, and you could just have the chief robot in there instead of you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty close to being on IR for that combine anyways, but isn't that that's human feats of strength? I don't care what a robot wants to just get a hydraulic machine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm not watching bulldozers. I'm watching construction rooting for it.
Yeah.
That is actually that is why sports are kind of the last bastion of humanity, right? Because you wouldn't be terribly interested to see them play against each other. Nick, let's say you were really tired.
Yeah.
Okay. But your wife was in the mood. Would you let the robot take care of it?
I would have to program it to be worse than me.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So enough, but just slightly worse.
Yeah, significantly worse would. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. All right.
What about you?
Yeah.
You would spinal tap that to 11.
I think that's probably the most natural extension of robot use ever.
He would treat it too human. Like he would be. It would make him a good meal, and he'd be like, "Yeah, like you deserve
Go ahead
that."
in there.
Yeah,
Would you
exactly.
abuse the robot?
No,
Eddie?
but I'm saying you would treat it with emotions. Like it would do something nice for you. Be like, yeah, you deserve to do.
Yeah, how could you not? Otherwise, I
after
would
it.
feel terrible if
That's what
I
I'm
was.
saying.
Just,
I don't know if the robot would be attracted to human though, right? It would probably be wailing away on my PC's USB port.
Subwoofer.
All right, let's talk about the Bears. Sorry, okay, that was the final thing. Let's talk about the Bears in Chicago.
If I caught that thing with my toaster, I'd be so mad.
Last Thursday,
Like a bag.
Kevin Warren, who can't seem to get out of his own way, the Bears released a statement. SB 27 passed in the Indiana Congress there, and the Bears come out and say this is a great step forward to potentially building a stadium in Hammond, Louisiana. We love what we're seeing here. Chicago boys. I guess it's worth setting the table a little bit. So McCaskey hires Warren in part because he got that stadium built in Minnesota, right?
Yep.
They make him team
Not
president.
even in part.
Not in part. That was
That
the
was the
reason.
deal, yeah.
That was the reason. He then tries to get a city going in the city, or a stadium going in the city here. Doesn't really work. They buy that land up in Arlington immediately, say they're going to build there, haven't got what they wanted from the state, I suppose. Now they're pushing towards this Hammond, Indiana site. Overall thoughts on the process to get here thus far?
Are they inching closer? Yes. Does that mean it's going to happen? No.
And I think the land in Arlington predated Kevin Warren, correct?
It did, yes.
Yeah, so they bought the land, and it felt like that deal was close to being done. Then Warren came in and was like, why don't we think about redoing Soldier Field in Chicago? And then they looked at other Chicago sites. Then they were flirting with, like, Elgin and Naperville and all these other, like...
Flirting loosely.
Yeah, but it's like nothing
close.
real. This is the most real... It feels like the most real... alternative. Which is
yeah, because it's real. Because if people are offering you incentives and breaks and ways to make more money, like of course anyone's going to look at that option. But at the end of the day, do I think they're going to leave Illinois? I truly don't. Is it possible? Yeah, because like I said, if they throw them a sweetheart deal and they're like, hey, listen, we want to stay here, but the money just makes no sense to not take this deal. Then
So does your fandom go down a little bit?
It'd be a little weird, but I think people need to understand that Northwest Indiana is almost effectively a suburb of Chicago. Like I growing up on the northwest side of the city, I've spent many nights in Hammond, Indiana, gambling.
That gives
you're just
Packers
at the
fans
casino.
so much fuel against you guys.
For sure, I don't want it to happen. It's a bad look. Don't get me wrong, but I've done that, and I've slept in the comfort of my own bed the same night. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's 30 minutes south of Soldier Field.
Like people don't get that kind of breakdown, I feel.
But I've heard people make the analogy that the Jets and the Giants play in New Jersey, and the Chiefs are moving to Kansas. The people in New Jersey think of themselves as New Yorkers. Like they want to be New Yorkers. Nobody from Chicago is like, I know where I want to live someday. Indiana, like that stadium still should
for sure
stay in Illinois.
For sure, but I think that's important when we talk about this. It's not like they're moving to another stadium. It's like, oh yeah, we'll see you later.
And I know what you're saying. The money part is interesting to me because you talk about getting a sweetheart deal. They're going to give you, it'd be crazy not to take it. But the whole idea behind the new stadium is making it an entire new entertainment venue, right? Where you're going to be bringing in concerts, you're going to have bars, you're going to have all this stuff. How in the world is Hammond, Louisiana a better proposal for that? Excuse me, Hammond, Louisiana. Guys, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I apologize. Hammond, that's a town in Louisiana. Shout out Southeastern. I've never heard of Hammond, Indiana until recently. But how is Hammond, Indiana more, whatever deal you're getting from the state, the revenue that you would get from foot traffic, from bars, how is Hammond, Indiana superior to what would be the northern suburbs of Chicago?
It's not.
I don't know. I
don't think so.
What are you doing in Arlington that you can't do? Like if you're building a site from scratch, you're
closer to O'Hare. You could.
It is closer to O'Hare, but you're still in theory.
Well, the population's way bigger too. I mean, you're talking about millions of people versus a few 100,000. I think.
Well, they already have casino traffic. If they're built which would be a focal point of an entertainment district anyway. So you'd have your casinos. You'd have your football stadium. You'd have whatever else is going on there. I don't think in terms of a fan experience, Hammond versus Arlington is that big of a difference. It's just there's just something about it doesn't sit right.
Sorry, I want to be clear. I don't mean from a fan experience. I'm with you because there's going to be losers no matter what, right?
Yeah.
You go to Hammond, people in the north side of the city are going to be upset. You go to Arlington, people in the south side of the city are going to be upset. It's going to be just as far to go either direction. I'm talking about if they're saying we want to make money, which is the whole idea behind the proposal.
Yeah.
You stand to make significantly more money if you build that in Arlington versus building it in Hammond. Is Hammond going to become a destination where everybody's going?
Do you think that's true?
I'm just even look at the built-in population around it. Again,
I do think people would be more warm to go to Arlington.
But it's you'd have the tax breaks. I've seen the reports. It's $100 million. So you'd have to have that baked into your formula where it's we might not be making as much, but we're saving so much that we're still coming out ahead. Which I don't care. They have plenty. I don't want them in Indiana. I don't care where they go. I just want them to stay in Illinois and just you have the fights on the pride and joy of Illinois, bear down Chicago Bears. It's just it's instantiated. It is a marquee original franchise. It should be here. But the whole thing of Hammond versus Arlington, I don't think in for that fan experience, for the revenue. I don't think it's going to. You're still going to have the same concerts there. You're still going to do all the things that they're talking about with this new stadium. It just doesn't sit right with anybody.
How do y'all feel about the reports that McCaskey is apparently pretty irate?
I
with
can't
Kevin
picture
Warren at
him
this
mad.
point?
I can't picture him mad.
I've seen him mad a few times. He's had some post-year press conferences where he's been upset. Nobody's been more mad than him about this.
But can you imagine him giving somebody the what for?
I mean, if Kevin Warren really did do all that without his volition, like that's.
But he doesn't swear.
No, I get that.
So it's like, well, how angry can he get?
I get that.
Can the Bears trade locations with the White Sox, and then they get that area to build?
I mean,
Give the White Sox Soldier.
a lot of people think that
Yeah.
if the Bears do leave Soldier, that the White Sox would be a good fit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Imagine hitting home runs in the lake.
That was so cool.
Yeah, I think that would be cool for sure. But
Yeah.
it sounds like they want to turn it into a concert venue. But who knows?
So that's another thing that outside looking in, it's easy for us to sit here as people who aren't trying to go to the games every Sunday, whatnot, and be like, man, the amount of aura lost moving out of Soldier Field is brutal. Because the skyline's incredible. The venue just plays so well when you're talking about the shots from the blimp and whatnot. Like Arlington, Hammond, whatever, nothing's going to hit the same in that way. But y'all go to the games. Y'all actually care. Is the hassle, the oldness of Soldier Field, does it justify, is it enough to make you want the team to move?
Have you ever seen pictures of the original Soldier Field?
No.
Talk about aura. Okay, it was just a big bowl with the columns that were like at the top of the stadium as opposed to whatever the big glass spaceship they landed on top. Like they could, like I've seen the renderings where they've remodeled it at that same location where it's like if he had done this 20 years ago, we wouldn't be having this problem. But yeah, like I want outdoor football, like that whole experience with the Bears and Packers and Soldier at night in the snow, and it's like I don't want to give that up to maybe have a Super Bowl or a Final Four.
I think, listen, is the fan experience at Soldier Field good? I would say it's not great, no.
No. It's
However,
I think you guys overstate how, you overstate how bad it is.
how bad it is?
Everyone's like, Soldier's the worst. Soldier. I really enjoy the tailgating there.
Tailgating's good.
I
Great.
like the
Yeah, yeah.
stadium. I don't think it's bad.
But I think it pales in comparison to having to talk about this over and over and over again,
Yeah.
and the lesser worse options, where it's like I'd rather just stay there and deal with the flaws that it has right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, so again, and that's where it becomes kind of helpless feeling as a fan. And this is something that's in the air right now, is we're learning about kind of how maybe the billionaire class thinks about the common man, or how little they think about the common man. And it does, like, do y'all think that a majority of just regular Bears fans would just be cool with keeping it at Soldier? But they're never going to do that because
At this point,
to
yes.
maximize their return.
Yeah, they don't own the stadium.
Right.
I understand wanting to own your own stadium. That's fair.
But I don't
lifts the value of your franchise exponentially when you own your own stadium.
I don't like the draw of like, well, we won't get a Super Bowl if we get a new stadium.
Agreed. And I
who
don't care
cares?
either.
And
yeah.
it's like, what, you're going to get a Super Bowl every 20 years? Is that worth it?
So we're not going to get a Final Four. I don't get to see Kentucky play Kansas and Chicago.
Bummer.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
How do y'all think it ends? Like, what would it take for you to really think the Hammond thing happens?
If George is actually as pissed as people are saying, then maybe this whole thing blows up and they start from scratch. But it's like the other piece of it is they paid, what, $330 million for that land in Arlington? What are you doing with that? Is it just going to turn that in, sell it, and turn it into subdivisions?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be Arlington Heights. I do.
All right. Well, we'll see. Either way, it's something that I think interesting sign of the times in terms of the NFL at the cost to the fans, maybe looking to line their pockets even more. Coming up next, guys, we got some more Ask Wub questions. Also, the UFL right around the corner, some proposed football rule changes coming up. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. Okay, we got a few little sports topics to get to here. A few topics to run through. Get your questions on Twitter, #AskWub. We'll get to them. Let's start with the UFL. I got my UFL ball right here, okay? We're getting ready to crank up some spring football right here on Fox. But one of the more interesting parts of the league has been it's become a bit of a testing ground for maybe some potential rule changes. And here are some of the latest. 4 points for field goals outside of 60 yards. Only having 1 foot inbound, going to college catch rules instead of NFL, 1 foot inbounds instead of 2 for a catch. Banning the tush push, which apparently the NFL, it's not coming up again. I don't think they're going to fight. There's no punts inside the 50-yard line. So if you get in your opponent, you're not even allowed to punt. You have to go for it on 4th down. And when you score a touchdown, you can kick a field goal, or you kick an extra point. You go for 2 from the 2-yard line, or you can have a 3-point PAT attempt from the 8. What seems most interesting? Those are some big swings.
The first one stands out the most to me.
Okay.
I think that makes kicker the most valuable person on your team.
I was going to say, because anytime you mess with the actual scoring right, it feels like the ripple effects on that are so much larger than we realize.
Is there a UFL draft? Kickers will be going in the first round.
Like Brandon Aubrey would become one of the most valuable players in the entire league.
People don't give kickers enough credit as is. Like, if you look at the leading scorers for most franchises, it's all kickers.
Yeah. It'd be funny to be like, oh, we got to the 30. Let's take 4 intentional penalties in a row to back us up for a 60-yard field goal.
There's no chance. It's 3rd and 20 from the 30. Right. Just run backwards.
Right. Yeah. And then you just kick the field goal because you can't. You're not like scoring. But it's like we have to tie it. So we're just going to take a bunch of penalties in a row to attempt a 60-yard.
Or running backwards to get to the 60 for the win, to win by 1.
That would be incredible.
I think that would be great.
Yeah.
This is actually the amount of game flow and analytic decision making that this would change would be kind of mind-blowing.
That's a huge change.
Yeah.
But like seeing the defense trying to tackle somebody as they're running the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Going for 3 from the 8 is kind of a wild one as well.
Could you imagine an 18-point game, a 2-possession game? That's pretty sick.
I feel like that's one that the NFL would almost be a bit more open to, as it would incentivize scoring, and they love the rubber band effect. They love the way that these, in the witching hour, that these games can seemingly flip, and that would really open up the avenue to doing so.
Do you think it's that much harder from the 8? I feel like that gives you a little bit more space.
Yeah,
to,
a little bit more.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good point because everything tightens up in the red zone, and that's generally why you see young quarterbacks struggle. I guess that's what the UFL is good for then.
Yeah.
Right? Because then we started to test some of these series out. Personally, I think all of this seems like a bit much. I like 2 feet inbounds. I got no problem with the tush push. I'm scared about scoring changes. And nobody's really punting from inside the 50 that much anyway. Yeah. So I don't know how much of this will end up coming to pass, but it'll be one of the more interesting parts of the league coming up this spring. Speaking of some other sports topics that are floating around, how about this, guys? Pacquiao and Mayweather 2026. We're back, baby. Pacquiao Mayweather 2. It's going down in the Sphere, Las Vegas, Saturday, September 19th. I don't know, guys, right? I mean, are we running out of ideas?
Yeah,
Pacquiao. The hunt for more money.
Yeah. Pacquiao Mayweather 1 was 10 years too late.
Yeah.
So now it's like we're doing it, another 11 years after that? Like, I don't know. I don't care. Mike Tyson's got another fight coming up.
Yeah, this is what made you think we're running out of ideas, not Tyson fighting a Paul brother?
I thought, but Tyson fighting a Paul brother, that's a facade to begin with, right? That's a celebrity.
That's a carnival sideshow.
Yes, thank you. That's a carnival sideshow to begin with. This is at least, like Chief said, this was the fight that everybody wanted for so many years. We already felt like we got it too late, and now they're just going to wheel them out and let them do it again. The crazy thing is, though, if it's like the Paul Tyson fight, 50 million people watching Netflix?
Yeah.
Like, it's probably going to end up being successul?
It's almost like a bell curve or a horseshoe curve where it's like age and my interest in them fighting. Because, if they're old enough, if they're old and they're fighting,
you get back
here.
You're back in, yeah. Oh, how old is Mike Tyson now? Is he 60 now?
60-something.
And, he fought Roy Jones a couple years ago, which was like a pillow fight, kind of.
Is the bigger takeaway just that we need better modern-day boxing superstars?
Name a current boxer.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
there's good.
Canelo.
That's not fair.
I don't know the fight game.
Canelo, Anthony Joshua.
But those guys have all been around.
Yeah,
there's no one.
But they're still guys.
But those guys are still doing celeb fights.
Crawford Canelo was just in September, and it was fantastic.
But Canelo, it's almost like how tennis
sick.
was for a while, where it's like you have the same Federer, Nadal, Djokovic forever. And it's like I gained more interest in tennis last year when you have some fresh blood. Like there just hasn't been like that guy.
I get that. I think Zuffa boxing's going to help that a lot, though.
I think in individual sports, like when somebody becomes larger than life, it lasts a lot longer in individual sports.
Yeah.
We need another prodigy to come along in the boxing game and just kind of steal
You
everybody's
thought with Ryan
hearts.
Garcia.
You need that didn't quite work out. You need like a Conor McGregor for boxing.
Yeah.
You know.
Spring training, guys, underway. Guess what? The Dodgers, World Series favorites. I was so
really?
sad.
You
Yeah, I
don't
know.
say.
I know. I was so
It's
sad.
not even close. Look at that.
My goodness.
We had, oh my God, plus 230. The Yankees are second at plus 1,000. My, I had a bunch of kids' birthday parties this weekend. Which, by the way, is it okay to get drunk at your kid's birthday party?
It depends on what point in the party.
Okay, yeah, like sun had gone down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no other dads are really drinking with me.
Were you?
And you weren't at the party, you were at the bar.
No, I was very much at the party, dude. You can have, anyway.
Oh, no. Bob.
My son, though, he's running around. He's got his Kyle Tucker Cubs jersey on, and here he is. He's with the Dodgers.
You bought that for him?
I bought that for him. That was bad sports knowledge on me.
That was ill-advised.
That was bad.
Yeah.
My wife was there. We had just moved here, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Tucker's good. Just get that one for him." I should have probably gone nameless, faceless. But how are we feeling about baseball cranking back up, boys?
Good. I don't know if you guys saw PCA took a big shot at the Dodgers fans yesterday.
What do you say?
I missed that.
Article. Oh yeah, he said that Cubs fans care. They give an S. Dodgers fans are just there to take pictures at the stadium.
And he's an LA kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
He just didn't care. So I like that. Listen,
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a big year for him, but
Did the Cubs do enough to take a step forward, do you think?
I think so. I think Cabrera was that top end of the rotation starter that they needed. Obviously, Bregman, hopefully he just fills in there for the void that Tucker leaves. But really, it's going to, like PCA, like who is he? Is he first half guy, second half guy? But I feel good about the Cubs coming into this year.
Yeah, and you're going to get Justin Steele back at some point, too. Like, that's another potential top end of the rotation guy. Like, they should win the division.
The Pirates are going
I'm
to be
about to
good.
say, Nikki, how are we
Pirates
feeling,
are going
dude?
to be good. The most they've ever spent on a roster. Connor Griffin, the likable one, is going to be. I'm so excited. The rotation is good. Bubba Chandler, they are going to be a good team.
I think this is the most excited I've ever seen you, maybe
Yeah.
period.
With
I
any
love the
Pittsburgh
Pirates.
sports team
I
ever.
love the Pirates. I
Good
grew up as
team.
the Pirates my 1-1. I love the Pirates.
Good team with good guys.
I don't like
Ozuna?
yeah.
Yeah.
I got Ozuna. Got rid of McCutcheon for Ozuna. That is the biggest likability swap you could ever make. I did not like that.
Yeah.
So do you think they're finally going to do right by Paul Skeens?
Yes, I think they're trying their best.
What are the Pirates' odds here? Do we have a full?
I think
list here,
they're.
guys?
I think they're fourth. I think.
Yeah. They're right behind. Okay, let's see. Second page, plus 10,000.
10,000.
Oh my God!
Seems like good value, Nick.
Get in early.
If Skeens is not a Pirate for life for at least a very long time, like all Pirates fans, you just turn into Mr. Rogers' cardigan, right?
I think you would have to. The folded cardigan on the desk.
Like
palm
Rudy.
nutting. Yeah.
That Connor Griffin's like 19, right?
Yeah.
Is he supposed to like make the team out of camp?
They're thinking.
Oh my God.
They're thinking opening day.
Okay.
He's
That would be
supposed-
cool.
That would be cool.
I doubt it.
Because when was the last time you had a teenager? Was it Bryce Harper?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Skeens came out of college, so he was in his early
Yeah.
20s. I'm excited, man. I always get frustrated for the fans of these franchises where the owners are clearly there just to collect a paycheck and not really try to win. And it feels like the noise finally got loud enough in Pittsburgh, which I wasn't sure that it was ever going to.
Some baseball teams are run like baseball teams, and some are run like amusement parks, where come for the day and have
Yep.
fun and then go.
Yeah, and the Pirates are about to be both, dude. Go Pittsburgh. All right, guys, coming up next, we'll close out the show with Ask Wub. If you want to get your questions in, go to Twitter, #AskWub. We'll close it. It can be about anything.
Look at that. Wrigley Field.
Looking good. Almost that time, boys. What was it 20 degrees this morning?
We have 5 games in March.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. Carson, you okay back there?
He's having a hard day.
He dropped the mic pack. Now he's all tangled up.
Wonderful keeper of the studio, Carson, our young 22-year-old Wunderkind, tangled up in the cords back there. There he is, guys. Show mama. Good job, Carson.
He is.
All right, let's get to some Ask Wub questions. You get on Twitter, you hashtag Ask Wub, you ask him, and, well, we answer them. Let's see what the internet has for us today. Ronald Jeremiah, do you trust Peterson to actually try, talking about Darryn Peterson, if he goes to a bad team? Or will he deploy similar tactics, not play until he can sign with a contender? Also, regardless of spot, what prospect would hit the Pacers best?
I mean, you have a Pacers team that doesn't have Halliburton.
Yeah.
That were in the finals. Like, that
James
would kind of be a
yeah.
good landing spot for a first overall. When it comes to first overall picks, there's way worse places you could end up.
You'll hear about Tyrese Halliburton?
No.
He has shingles.
No way.
Do y'all know what shingles are?
Okay.
It's if you don't get your chicken. I never had chicken pox.
I had chicken pox.
Yeah.
That stuns me. I pegged
I
you
look,
as
I look like a pox
guy.
kid. Yeah, I do.
You too.
Yeah,
You got
iron
chickenpox
lung,
vibes.
the Forrest Gump leg braces.
But see, I don't know how it works because I had chickenpox and I've had shingles twice in my
Really?
life.
I thought you weren't supposed to get it until later.
Yeah, you're supposed to be an old man. I had it at like
It
8
hurts?
years old, and it was just looked like boil. It was just like a rash. It was whatever. I had it 2 years ago as an adult. It was the single most painful experience of my entire life.
Really?
It was 3 weeks of just nonstop nerve pain. I mean, everything in your body hurt.
Just in that one spot?
No, your whole body racked with pain.
What is the treatment for that?
You just time. You get some medicine, but it takes like 3 weeks to go away. I'm
Can you
talking
take,
like you
like,
hit
a
a pothole. and you're
painkiller?
like, "Ugh." Yeah, yes and no, because they give you like gabapentin. It's like a nerve painkiller. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
Watch out, guys. I feel bad for Tyrese Halliburton, dude. It's a brutal thing, shingles is. Shout out to all my fellow shingles survivors. But no, look, I don't know with Peterson. It's impossible to know. The point is, I think he's so good that I just don't know if you can pass it up. You take a shot at him. Like, he's so good that you're almost freed from even, what if I get it wrong? Because I think the
agree.
greater evil is like, we tried to overthink it, didn't pick him, and then he ended up being awesome.
And I also just think this is the way the NBA is and the culture. So it's like, you want a night off, take a night off. It's all load management. It's all, we'll save you for the playoffs. I just don't think it matters like it did 20 years ago.
All right, what do we got next, guys? Hashtag Ask Wub. This comes from Mark. Can you envision the Minnesota Vikings winning the North if they were to bring back Cousins as a veteran alongside McCarthy and strengthen that O-line?
Wow.
No.
Why not?
I think that,
Do you think Cousins is a better option than McCarthy?
no. I'm kind of,
Yes.
I actually don't.
Yes.
no. McCarthy needs a
Yes.
needs to
If there
be
was a
healthy.
game tomorrow, you would start Kirk Cousins.
I think
Maybe
it's-
maybe in a game tomorrow situation, but I don't know. McCarthy finished all right. Didn't the Vikings end up finishing 9-8?
I
The
think
decision
McCarthy
is whatever-
gets way too much heat. He's been hurt a lot. He had a few brutal games, but if he has like a full off season where he's healthy, goes through the full training camp, I think he could be okay.
Whatever Justin Jefferson wants is the answer. You ask him, and that's what you choose.
Well, he would probably say Cousins.
He would
think he
say
would.
Cousins in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the Vikings window passed them by, if they might have missed it, but we'll see. Because the North is tough now, dude.
It is.
Packers strong, Bears suddenly resurgent, and then what? The Lions are
They'll
just
be
like,
back.
it's gonna be insane next year. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna? Ooh, there's gonna be somebody's gonna get their heart broken badly in the North next year. Are y'all nervous?
No, it's going to be the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you really?
He's doing this early.
Do you believe that?
I'm confident in the Bears, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, look at it, dude. Eddie, it's growing. I mean, just a few weeks ago, you didn't even want to play the Packers in the playoffs because it was going to ruin your year.
Now we need to fix our defensive front four.
Yeah.
That's pending that.
All right, what do we got next year, guys? Jake Dunlap, which Chuck E. Cheese animatronic would you have in your man cave? I'm going Jasper T. Jowls shredding the guitar. Do you know all their names, Nick,
I
off the
used
top of your head?
to. No, not anymore. Mr. Munch is the one I was drawn to just because, like, he's the reward at the end of the day at Chuck E. Cheese. You get to put your tickets in the munch machine and he eats them up and it counts them up for you. So he should be the face of Chuck.
Speaking of things that have maybe evolved in not a cool way, right? Like robots here now, that's awesome. They're gonna be doing chores for us. When's the last time y'all went to a Chuck E. Cheese?
You have to have a kid.
Yeah, okay, that's true. That's a good point. It'd be a bit odd if you had gone to a Chuck E. Cheese recently.
Well, you're not allowed if you don't have a kid.
You never got a Pasquale's pizza?
Over COVID? Oh yeah.
You don't even get physical tickets anymore.
Really?
It's just on a card.
It's also there's no like jungle gyms anymore.
No.
There's not?
What about ball pits?
So it's just like Dave and Buster's now,
Correct,
basically?
for kids,
Ah.
You have a card.
No ball
It doesn't
pits?
spit out tickets.
Yeah.
That sucks. No tubes?
Yeah, too many dumps.
No, tubes are still around,
Tubes are still around.
at fast food places.
Okay, that's good.
One of my favorite things to do, all the McDonald's here are really nice for some reason, is to take them to the McDonald's play place and they can go run around while you like chill out for 30 minutes.
There's always a
40
turd.
piece
There's
McNugget.
always a turd in one.
That's what I'm saying, but the ball pits are gone now, so it's harder to hide the excrement.
Yeah,
Or
it's-
snakes.
It's a shame. Snakes or razor blades. Now, back to your Chinese robots.
Yeah.
They're moving so smooth now. Is this going to be the end of the robot dance? If people are doing the robot, are people just going to be dancing well and fluid?
That's a point I never considered.
Is it worth it? What are they
At
going to
what
call the
cost?
robot?
At what
It's like
cost?
when you tell kids to pantomime rolling down a window. They go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even know
It's
this
done.
anymore.
How do you hang up the phone?
That.
Yeah.
Phone call.
Give me
robot.
Chuck. I would take Chuck, by the way. Just give me the class. Oh, that's another thing they do. Instead of the robot, they just have a very sad mascot costume.
Yeah.
Like just a teen in a mascot costume. Posa asks, would you rather explore the depths of the ocean or deep space?
I think neither, but I would have to chalk it up to which death would scare me the least,
So I think...
which I think is deep space.
I think so too. I also think that might be a quicker death.
Is it?
Well, but I mean, wait, hold on. But we're
And I
talking about
won't- and I know
exploring
my-
it, though.
I know my core
Why are we
fucking
assuming
heat.
death?
Well, no, that's how I have to look at it. Because, like, I think
So, but
have
deep
to.
space, which way are you dying? Are you out the airlock? Are you starving slowly over time?
I think
'cause
your
you're hurtling through the
view
void?
is going to be better in deep space.
definitely.
Will it though? Because under the ocean, stuff's actually immediate. Like there's coral in front of you, there's animals in front of you.
Well, how deep
Deep
are we
space.
talking?
Yeah, we're going
There's
down
no
to see the
coral in
Titanic with a guy
Mariana's
with a
Trench.
Mad Catz controller.
No,
that
I
goes down
know.
there.
No, I get it, but what I'm saying is deep space is just the void. It's
Bro,
nothingness.
It's the last frontier.
It's ocean.
If I can see the Earth from
Yeah.
deep space, then I'm taking that. It's about the view.
If I can play Texas Hold'em with the Loch Ness Monster, that's
What?
my pick.
Really?
Yes.
That's in a lock. That's not in the ocean.
yeah, I don't
Plays
think.
In
you.
the ocean.
Maybe like a kraken.
Where do you think he's hiding?
What does the T in T-shirt mean?
I think it's the shape of the shirt.
That's what I always assumed.
Oh wow, I've never even thought about this. Is that right?
Yeah.
Production, is that right? Do we know?
But I think was the original T-shirt a long sleeve?
It means petite. It stands for little shirt.
I don't know.
What makes you say that?
It's more like a T.
Yeah. Are all shirts t-shirts?
Yeah. Sweatshirt.
Every shirt's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we love you. We'll be back more. Wake Up Barstool tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.
It's like every blanket's a weighted blanket.